We are entering into the next phase this week, end of the week, with modifications. We will allow retail to start operating across the spectrum.
California will move into stage 2 of the state's reopening plan by the end of this week, as you just heard from our governor. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson. Under the guidelines, Governor Newsom says that some retail stores can reopen for pickup as early as Friday. The move comes as the number of deaths and cases across the state stabilizes. Over the last 24 hours, 39 people have died and more than 1,300 people tested positive. Hospitalizations are also down 1%. As our 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala explains, the governor says that certain criteria still needs to be met.
We are entering into the next phase this week.
Governor Gavin Newsom announcing that by Friday, California is expected to enter phase 2 of reopening, which will first allow lower risk businesses to operate under certain restrictions and safety plans.
With modifications, we will allow retail to start operating across the spectrum.
Some examples of what's included are bookstores, sporting goods stores, clothing stores, and florists, just ahead of Mother's Day Sunday. These businesses would be allowed to operate with curbside pickup. The governor also says the manufacturing and supply chains that support the retailers can also open with modifications.
Once that is done, we need active monitoring, surveillance to make sure that the disease is not spreading.
If it is, plans will have to be modified once again. Businesses that won't be open just yet during this very early stage of the phase include offices, seated dining at restaurants, and shopping malls, although many have started to reopen across the country. The governor also said local jurisdictions can keep stricter rules if they feel it's necessary, or even move further into phase 2 if counties meet specific criteria and can submit a plan.
Local communities that have separate timelines should be afforded the capacity to advance those timelines. This is a very positive sign, and it's happened only for one reason. The data says it can happen.
Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
On Thursday, Governor Newsom will release the specific guidelines the businesses must meet in order to reopen.